I probably shouldn't have been happy for that. I probably shouldn't have been giving that a thumbs up because it was very, very brutal. However, I ain't had nothing to say, child. I ain't had nothing to say because he was cruising for that bruising. He was
cruising for the bruising, ladies and gentlemen.
Because he was a trash person from literally episode 1 and nobody did anything to him. Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB. Welcome to my channel, Watch With Me LB, where I give you fun, fresh, and funny rants, reviews, and recaps on my favorite movies and TV shows. Today, I'm talking about Euphoria, y'all. Okay, season 2 done dropped now. They done punched us in the eye with season 2, okay? Yeah, we gonna talk about it. I have a question, though, before I get into it. You know, I got the housekeep. You know, I got to take care of my little business stuff. So comment down below and let me know what your experience was with sex, drugs, and alcohol in high school, okay? When you comment down below and tell me what happened, let me know when you went to school, because that matters, and then where you went to school, because that matters too, okay? It don't matter, but it matters to me. Because in this show, one, where the parents at, okay? And two, none of these children are scared, okay? Nobody's scared. I was scared. When I used to do stuff in like high school, because these kids are in high school, I used to just really imagine that my mama was gonna pop up out of potty plant and like kick me into 1984 and I could just restart my whole life again. Also, side note, I'm about to do my nails right quick, okay? I wear glue-on nails. I have not gotten my nails done in a shop since 2016. So I needed to get my nails done, and I also needed to record this video. So just bear with me, okay? Just bear with me. Okay, so season 2 dropped. I'm really excited to see how much they're gonna traumatize me this season, okay? The episode opens up with a woman driving a long ass car, smoking a cigarette, and she parks the car and she gets out and she got a revolver in her hand, all right? She got a little Saturday night special in that thing, and she walking into a strip club, okay? So whoever the lady is at this time, I know and have surmised, okay, that she is not to be played with, okay? So she walked through the strip club and she know where she going. She walks to the back of the office where she finds the manager of the strip club getting a little tabby top from a stripper. So she walks up to the man and she proceeds to shoot him in both of his legs. So we learned that the person who she shot is Fez's daddy, okay? Fez, when she get back to the car, she like, baby, you gonna come live with your mama. Nah, okay, you gonna come live with me now. And we see Fez, little young Fez, he look like he be maybe about 12 years old, has a black eye. So his daddy has, I don't know if he has been abusing him or if he just did it one time. Either way, it wasn't right. Either way, it wasn't gonna happen no more, not on her watch, okay? Because he ain't got the use of his legs nary again. You know, some grandmothers, okay, they make cookies and pies and stuff from scratch, and they knit blankets and stuff. Some grandmothers drink beer out the can and smoke cigarettes and bet on horses, okay? Some grandmothers deal drugs, all right? That's just the way the world works, goddamn. We not gonna play like every grandmother living Mayberry. Faz's grandmother was a dope dealer. You're gonna get down on this family business, all right? Get these baggies from up under the sink, because we about to get it popping. So we cut to another scene, and the grandma got a little baby on her hip, and the grandma say, yeah, this little baby collateral. So whenever they come back with the money, I'm gonna get the baby back. So let's go ahead and get the little baby some formula and stuff, because I don't want the little baby to starve. They ain't never came and got the baby back. They didn't. They left the baby. So the grandma was like, well, shit, I guess we got a little baby now. All right. The next scene we see with the baby is the baby is in the sink, you know, doing the old school bath in the sink, right? And next to the sink is a little ashtray with cigarette butts, because you know the grandma chain smoker, child. So the baby got some cigarette butts out the ashtray, all right? And proceeded to put the cigarette butts in his mouth. And the grandma thought it was so funny. She was like, oh, little baby, what you get them little butts out your mouth, boy? What you think, you an ashtray? That's ashtray. It's a little baby ashtray. No wonder they call him that, because he used these cigarette butts. That is how people get their nicknames, though. I call one of my children Bean, because when he came out my belly, that's exactly what he looked like a little white bean, like a little pinto bean. So we also learned that Fez didn't really have a relationship with his mother, and then his grandma was about to kill his daddy because he was beating on Fez. So he didn't have parents. He had his grandma. Now, these are flashbacks, right? Because we know Fez is 21 in the show, right? And so we seeing him when he was little. So the next scene we get, they pull up at this little donut shop and they seeing 3 guys. Oh, I finished one hand. They pull up at a donut shop and they see 3 guys and they, you know, hanging outside the donut shop eating donuts and stuff. So the grandma get out. She get a tire iron out the back and she walks over to one of the guys and proceeds to beat the hell out this guy in the head, because that guy had gave them like ground up aspirin or whatever instead of product. And so it messed her up. And so she went to go mess him up. For whatever reason, Fez got out the car to try to stop his grandma and she accidentally hit him in the head, which is why he has a scar, right? I assumed the baby had got shot. I don't know, that was just me. I don't know, maybe because he was a drug dealer and that's what stereotypically happens to drug dealers. And my bad to the drug dealer community. I don't mean to judge y'all and put y'all all in the box.
Not the drug dealer community.
Anyway, next thing we see the grandma and Fez and little baby Ashley at dinner. And the grandma said, oh man, I don't feel good. I'm about to go lay down, right? And so the grandma passes out in the hallway. She done had a stroke. So Fez was like, well, shit, you supposed to call 911. However, we drug dealers. We can't have no police over here at the current juncture. So I'm gonna go ahead and drive her to the hospital my own self. Here's the thing though. He don't know how to drive and he don't know where the hospital is. And you know when you have a stroke, time is of the essence, okay? Like WizKid and Tim's child. So by the time he got her to the hospital, she had really lost a lot of her brain function because she wasn't getting oxygen to her brain. So they brought her home and that's where she stayed ever since, right? And in the first season, you'll remember he has to bathe her and like give her medicine. My question though was how? Okay, where is the Child Protective Services in the state of California in this case? How you letting a child go home with their grandma that had a stroke that don't have no way to care for her? He's 12. Like, how you let him go home with her? Where's the grown-ups at? And then he had Ashley. I don't know. Then we cut to Cassie, right? So Cassie has had a fight with Lexi and Cassie got out the car. She drunk. They were on their way to this big ass party that they always having in this show. Child, where's these children parents at? And she's sitting down there just waiting to get kidnapped, child, just busting her head and just taken into the wilderness. She winds up meeting Nate, who has stopped at the corner store to get beer, and he's on his way to the party too. Cause you know, he the devil incarnate. Nate is, like, I really would enjoy it if like for just Nate now, the earth could like open up and swallow him whole and then just like repair itself. We'll take him all the way down to the crust. All right. Cassie and Nate are riding around in his car and obviously they drunk and Nate got beers. And so he's driving and he starts to drive faster and faster. Is this the right way? Yeah, that's right. All right. And so it looks like Cassie is getting scared, right? Cause she holding on to the seat and she kind of like pushed back like, damn, he's driving a little fast. And he's going like 100 miles an hour. And he hits like a bump and she spills beer on herself. And so instead of being like, oh, damn, you got some napkins, she takes her underwear off. All right, she takes her underwear off. And so now her vagina's exposed to this man. Finished. Yay. They're gonna last for 2 weeks too. Boop. And then we cut back to the party. So they cut back and forth between these two characters, between these character stories really quickly, right? So Nate and Cassie are on their way to the party. Rue and Ashley and Fez. They're all in a car and they are going to meet a new connect, right? Because we know what happened to the last connect, child. They go to this apartment complex and Rue is in the back seat and she's like going in. She's like rapping the lyrics to Who Shot You, right? R.I.P. to Tupac. He would be 48 years old if he was still alive. God rest his soul. Then she like boo turned up and Ashley is like, won't you shut up, girl? We doing illegal, illicit activity. Ain't no time for no karaoke. They get to the apartment complex and Fez and Ashley go inside and they tell Rue to wait in the car. And they meet up with this guy that's gonna take them inside to meet this new connect. The guy that they met up with has a girl. So he was like, get in the car and just wait, right? So the girl is in the car with Rue and then Fez, the guy, and Ashley go up to meet the new connect. So while they in the car, the girl who was with the guy, the girl takes out her little kit and she getting ready to shoot heroin. She's a junkie, right? So Rue is like, so you about to just, first of all, we double park. Second of all, it's buku people that can see you. You don't want to just like wait a minute. Junkies don't really wait though. They don't really have like no time management skills, you feel me? And so the junkie that was with the guy went in on Rue. She was like, you junkie, you do coke and you do meth and stuff like that. She was going in on Rue. And Rue was like, damn, girl, you about to shoot heroin. You looking down on me? Isn't it all bad? Like, is it, I don't know. Like, how you gonna be mad at me, girl? Like, who you talking to? Then we cut back to the inside of the apartment, right? And so we see Fez and Ashtray going in, and there's a guy there, and he's bald, and he got tattoos and shit, and he looked really goddamn crazy. He looked like a drug dealer, actually. He looked like he got a membership to the Drug Dealer Association of America, all right? And we see that it's a bunch of guys in there, and there's a lady that's sitting in a chair watching TV. And so the guy, before they got into the apartment, was like, yeah, the connect is like, actually, she's like a school teacher, which I was like, damn. Not educating the children and getting them high at the same time. That's definitely a conflict of interest. They in the apartment, and the guy who opens the door, the one that's in the membership of the Drug Dealers Association, he went in. Like, he was pissed because the guy brought Fez and Ashtray in there without telling him who they were. And so then they cut back to Jules and the junkie in the car, and they getting hemmed up and taking out the car, right? And so they bring them inside the house too. So now in the apartment, where the connect is, we got Fez, Ashtray, the guy, the meetup liaison, okay, Rue and the junkie, and all the little, and I really, really feel like she's trying to kill herself. I really, really do. Because she said it like once or twice before that she didn't think that she would be around as long as she has been, and that she don't anticipate being around too much longer. So now they all in this apartment, right? The drug dealer membership man is like, y'all got to take y'all clothes off, baby, because y'all could be wearing a wire. And then Fez was like, I ain't wearing no fucking wire. The fuck, I'm trying to do drugs too. Like, what you talking about? Like, why would I wear a wire? And so he made everybody literally take their clothes off. And so Rue he told her to take her clothes off too, and Rue was like, and so he got mad at her. He took Rue to the bathroom, turned the shower on her, and made her lift up her shirt and take down her pants. And so now she's wet and exposed, and so he knows that she doesn't have a wire. And so now, you know, they're able to do business, right? And so the connect is like coming out, and she looked like a little character from Sesame Street, bruh. She came out, she was like, sorry about the hubbub, guys. We just didn't know who you were. You guys ready to do some business? And she went, I was like, I don't trust that. She's obviously the crazy one. And let me tell you why. People in that environment, how you supposed to survive if you like, okay guys, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you half a gram of marijuana and then ABC and 1, 2, 3. You can't deal drugs and commit felonies with the same voice that you use to teach nouns with. Cause how you got in that position? She sounded like Elmo like Abby Cadabby or somebody. It was weird. I was like, I don't trust you, baby. I don't like it. So everything works out, and they get they stuff or whatever, and they get to leave, right? And so Rue got in a car with Fez and Ashtray, and it was kind of like joked out. She was like, that shit was wild. And Fez was like, that shit wasn't funny, girl. What you talking about? We was about to die. You know, like they was filling out our paperwork in heaven or hell, depending on where we was going, child. We was about to die, okay? So then we cut back to Cassie and Nate at the party. Everybody's trying to converge on this party, okay? So Cassie and Nate have made it from the stairway to heaven, child. I thought they was about to die in that car. And they are having sex in the bathroom. Now, Cassie makes bad decisions. It's a bad choice because you sleeping with your best friend's boyfriend, who's also a maniac. Like, we're not doing that. So they in the bathroom having sex, and they get a knock on the door, and it's Maddie, right? And so Cassie starts to lose her shit, and she's trying to open up windows, child. They was getting nervous. And so Maddie's banging on the door like, let me in, I gotta pee. And then Nate was like, hold on just a second. And of course she knows that's Nate's voice. And she was like, Nate, is that you? What you doing? And so because it was taking so long for him to open up the door, she assumed that he was pooping in there. They were both getting really, really nervous because where you gonna go? Okay, they can't get out the window. The window was too small. At one point, Cassie was trying to flush herself down the toilet to get up out that bathroom. Cassie lays down in the bottom of the tub and closes the shower curtain. And then Nate leaves and walks past Cassie and just kind of tries to play it off or whatever. And so Cassie goes in to use the bathroom and she sits on the toilet, which really, really frustrated me. Where was your squat at, my love? It was upsetting me and my homegirls. It really, really was. Doing her thing, and then she look over, there's no tissue. So she pulls down a hand towel and proceeds to wipe her coin purse. And I'm like, you need to go back home and have like a discussion with the women in your life. Now, Cassie's sister, Lexi, has been trying to call her all night since she got out the car. And her phone has been going straight to voicemail. In the tub, her phone is not even in service anymore. So she realizes that if my fucking phone goes off while I'm in this tub, it's over for me. And so before Maddie got into the bathroom, this dude Travis, played by Baby Meech, was kind of trying to flirt with her or whatever. And when she opened up the bathroom door to go out, he was like trying to talk to her and he was like, yeah, you want to smoke? And she was like, yeah, all right, cool. And so they went in the bathroom. And now Cassie's in there like, damn, girl, won't you just leave so I can get up out of here? Addie and Travis are in the bathroom and Travis is trying to get with her and he's like telling her all kind of corny stuff and she's not really trying to hear it. She doesn't want to smoke with him. I think she just wanted attention. Cassie's was in the tub and she was trying to get to her phone and she kind of was like inching down trying to get to it and finally got it, which brought it back into service and her phone started vibrating. And so Travis heard it, opened up the curtain, and was like, damn, they got a girl passed out in the bathroom. And Maddie, because she's so selfish and self-centered, was like, I don't care. You want to go dance? And he was like, all right, bet. And they left Cassie in the tub. And so Cassie was able to sneak out. And she saves her life. She ain't even know. She was about to die. Okay, so Rue and Fez and Ashley have made it to the party, all right? And Fez and Lexi have started to talk, right? Lexi is looking for Cassie. That's always what Lexi does, child. Lexi just looks out for everybody and she's really not paid attention to. She's really not the focus of anyone's attention. She doesn't have a boyfriend. And so she's used to just kind of being the friend, the chaperone, the level-headed one, right? I see myself in Lexi more than, I don't see myself in nobody but Lexi, to be quite honest with you. I ain't gonna hold you. In the first season, they went to a Halloween party and everybody dressed up like, everybody's titties was out, basically. But what did Lexi do? She dressed like Bob Ross. She dressed like Bob Ross. I was like, sis, that's exactly what I would have done. She had the beard and the outfit and the afro and everything. And it was like, you lame. But guess what? I dressed up like a cafeteria lady one time. That shit was so fun to me. I had a slided spoon. I'm gonna try to find me a picture of it. I'm gonna put it in here. I had a slided spoon. I had a can of corn, a can of cream corn. I had an apron on. I had some tall socks. One was rolled down just a little bit because it's in the details. You heard me. And then I had like a little roller in my hair, like a little sponge roller. Okay? Listen, me and Lexi is the same. So Lexi and Fez have started to have a conversation on the sofa at the party. Fez was sitting down drinking and Lexi sat down because she's just so exhausted from taking care of her sister and being her sister's sister, quite honestly. And they started to have a conversation. She knows who he is, but they've never had like a conversation and had a chance to like talk, like to, just talk like normal, right? Fez kind of likes her. And Lexi is, really smart, right? And so she's like talking about Christmas and talking about pagan holidays and winter solstices and stuff. And Fez is like, damn, girl, you got a small chat. And Lexi's kind of like self-deprecating. And Fez is like, why do you always do that? Like, why do you always, every time I tell you something good about yourself, you always tell me no. And she was like, oh, you're right. And so they kind of had like a great little chemistry or whatever. A lot of times when young people, impressionable people who have not had anyone of their gender choice that they sexually attracted to pay them any attention, the minute it happened, they be like, I'm in love. Like, I'm about to throw it all away for you. And I really feel like that's what's about to happen with Lexi and Fez. Don't know how that's gonna work, child, because Lexi about to go to like Dartmouth and Fez about to go to like Rikers. We get to see Rue at the party. She sees Jules and immediately crouches down on all fours. She's trying to get the hell out of that. Rue ain't trying to talk right now. And so she literally crawls on hands and knees out the party and she goes into Fez's car, and she's like on her phone, and she just about to just kind of like hang out in the back of the car, but she turns and sees that the little junkie from before when they was about to die left her heroin kit in the car. And Rue is like, shit. One thing about Rue, she gonna do some drugs, okay? Using dirty needles, my baby. I'm worried. All right, I've been worried about Rue since season 1, episode 1. She stumbles back into the party and she's like opening doors and stuff. And she opens the door to the laundry room where she sees this guy sniffing something that he done cut up and lined up on top of the washing machine. And Rue is like, say, if you tell me what drugs you doing, I'm gonna tell you what drugs I'm doing. I can have some. And she does a line with this guy in the laundry room. And I'm like, bruh, do you even know what it is that you're snorting, Rue? Do you even know this person? He could have put all kind of stuff in there. She don't care though. She, is feeling her high, and she stumbles and she gets down on the floor where he's sitting too in the laundry room, right? And she starts to like doze off. But in that state, she tells the guy, Elliot, that's his name. She tells Elliot, you might want to check my pulse because I don't really feel my heart beating. She has enough strength and consciousness to mumble that. So Elliot takes his phone out, timing her, feeling her heartbeat. And Rue is like, yeah, this not good. I got some Adderall in my sock. If you could crush that up for me and give it to me, I'll probably be all right. So he crushes up the Adderall, puts it on his thumb. She snorts it off his thumb. And then eventually, like 5 minutes later, she come back to life and give him a high five. I was about to box her on her nose, child. I was about to bop her in her forehead. You done already came in high. You was already high. I don't know on what. Then you did heroin. Then you did a random substance. Then you did Adderall. Baby, ain't no way. So we at the party and we, cutting back and forth between all these people at this freaking thing, child. We see McKay coming there. Now, every time I see McKay, seems like every other episode, this boy is at the school parties and festivities and stuff with these young ass children. And I'm like, say, bruh, you don't feel like you kind of lame for being at this high school party with these children? You don't have another friend group? So he's there at the party and he runs into Nate. He ends up having a conversation with Lexi, right? They go into this bedroom and they have a conversation, and Lexi is like, I'm not supposed to be nobody's girlfriend. I don't make good ass choices. I'm not a good person. You need to go eat on, bro. When McKay leaves out the room with Cassie, he go get a drink and he runs into Nate again, who just finished having sex with Cassie now, okay? And so Nate asked McKay, yeah, did you and Cassie have sex when, because I saw y'all was in the room? And McKay was like, nah, we was just talking. And Nate was like, nah, I know you dicked her down. And I'm like, first of all, mind your business. Yeah, I know you did it. And McKay was like, no, I didn't. He was like, yes, you did. And McKay was like, no, I didn't. And then Nate was like, yeah, he was all in, like literally, he was like this. I know you had sex with her. I know you did. I know you did. Tell me you did it. I know you did it. And McKay was like, boy, if you don't get off my paws. And McKay is maybe like 5'9", and Nate is probably like 6'4". So Nate, it was so cringy. And then I kept thinking, does Nate want to kiss him right now? Because we know Nate has an attraction to men. My question is, do you have an attraction to McKay? And then it was so cringy, y'all. Comment down below and let me know how much you cringed. Because I was like, ugh. So Rue and Elliot are sitting outside of the party and Rue is smoking weed. So if we just keeping track now, but we know for sure she's done heroin. So we got heroin, a random substance, Adderall, and weed. All right now, Rue. Okay, now, girl. Rue and Jules finally, see each other while Rue is sitting outside with Elliot. So Elliot's like, hey, I'm gonna go get myself a drink. It look like y'all need to talk, okay? Jules sits down and she's like, how you doing? And Rue's like, I'm good. And then Jules is like, well, when did you relapse? And Rue was like, listen, it's just weed, baby. You could relax. Like, it's not even real drugs. Like, but I didn't even know they was lacing weed with fentanyl now, like out here. Like, I didn't even know that. People smoke weed and die. Do you hear me? Because they got fentanyl in it. What the hell? Child, I'm not even joking with you. I'm trying to bubble wrap my children and shoot their ass directly to the moon. I'm sick of Earth, bro. I'm telling you. I'm sick of Earth. I'm sick of human beings. And I ain't got it no more, bro. Rue and Jules are talking and Jules is like, yeah, when did you relapse? And Rue was like, if I'm gonna be honest, sis, it was when you left. I'ma just keep it real. Shit, you asking, so I'ma just tell you the truth. You know, then we get back to inside of the party, and we get back to Fez and Lexi, and they talking, and they, you know, having a nice time or whatever, and they exchange numbers. And then Fez is like, listen, I'm gonna call you later. I'm about to go ahead and go. And so he tell Ashtray to go ahead and start the car. And I'm thinking, oh, word, you about to do something, huh, Fez? So last time Fez and Nate saw each other, Fez was like, say, bro, if you don't leave Jules and Rue alone, I'm going to have to send you on home. I'm going to kill your ass. So Fez gets up, before Ashtray gets to the car, he stopped by He stops by Rue and is like, listen, if you want to ride home, we about to go. You need to come now. Rue is like, okay, I'm about to go ahead and go. And her and Jules go back into the house. Jules and Rue have like one final conversation. Rue tells Jules that she wants to be with her. And they start to kiss, right? And so that kind of maybe gives us a inclination that they are going to be together going forward through this season. I don't like it, though. I don't want them to be together. I want Rue to get healthy, child. God damn, that girl there. I don't know how much more her little body can take, child. I want Rue to get healthy. She ain't going to get healthy with Jules. So I don't like it. But that's where they was going, child. Congratulations, I guess. Fez gets up and he walks over to the bar where Nate is, all right, and fix himself a drink. And Fez asks Nate, like, how you doing? Happy New Year, bro. What's going on? And Nate is like, yeah, I'm good. And he was like, didn't the last time you told me you saw me, you was gonna kill me? And then Fez was like, and like hit him on top of the head with a bottle and proceed to beat the brakes off of Nate, okay? If you saw his face while, during, and after he was getting beat up, I probably shouldn't have been happy for that. I probably shouldn't have been giving that a thumbs up because it was very, very brutal. However, I ain't had nothing to say, child. I ain't had nothing to say because he was cruising for that bruising. He was cruising for the bruising, ladies and gentlemen, okay, and folks out here, because he was a trash person from literally episode 1 and nobody did anything to him. He never got any consequences. Never, not one time. Even on the crimes he got caught doing, he ain't never had no consequence. I'm glad he got his ass beat. I ain't gonna hold you. Like this video if you appreciated Nate getting his ass beat. Cause I did, okay? McKay tries to jump in and like stop the fight. And then other people try to jump in and stop the fight, right? And so then I was like, McKay, what you doing? First of all, Fez is a white guy. Nate is a white guy. McKay is a black guy. Stay your black ass out that fight, please. Okay? Now I know Nate is his friend. If the cops come, McKay, you going to jail, buddy. It's a terrible, terrible situation for anybody to be in. But I was just like, McKay, have a seat, sir. You too little to be up in here any damn way. So I loved how the episode ended, right? So Nate had got his ass beat and Rue and Jules were kind of standing there like shocked and stuff. Jules literally had her mouth hanging open. And Rue was kind of like, damn. Like, that's how the episode... that's how the episode ended. And that's just what I would have did. Like, damn. Like, that's just what I would do. So that was a great way to end the episode. The music in this episode was fantastic. Fantastic. Per usual. Beautifully lit. Per usual. I don't know who the lighting director person is, but shouts out to you, okay? You did a great job, per usual. So this season looks like it's gonna be very dark. Rue is not gonna be clean this season, and she's gonna get into some shenanigans. I don't know what would cause her to be in the middle of like a 3-car collision. I don't know what that girl would do to do that, but I'm very interested to see it. Comment down below and let me know what you thought of this thing, you heard me? If you haven't watched Euphoria, please go watch it. Support my little sister Zendaya, okay? Support my little sister Zendaya, okay? She won an Emmy for last season as best lead actress, and she was like 23 or something like that, right? And she beat out like Olivia Colman. She beat out Olivia Colman. Olivia Colman be acting, bro, okay? So comment down below and let me know what you thought of the episode. Let me know if you liked it, what you thought about it. Please comment and tell me what your experience with sex, drugs, rock and roll, and hip hop and trap music was in high school. Not college, because college is a whole different thing. And college age is a whole different thing. I'm talking about 14 to 18, like that range. What y'all was talking about? Okay, comment down below and let me know what y'all thought. Okay, love you, bye. Look at my nails. They came out cute, huh? Boop.